another video. Like always, I appreciate everybody that has viewed, liked, commented, and subscribed during my last couple of videos. I appreciate all the love I got yesterday on my last video, which was not the Little Yachty one, but the Rory and Maul reaction to like their skit. I believe it's an announcement for whatever content they're going to do. I believe it'd be more like a podcast more than anything else, but it could be other content too. We're not for sure. But I appreciate everybody that has viewed, like, comment, subscribe since that last video, and all the feedback you guys gave back. I had people that came in the comments to let me know that, hey, you're doing a good job. Also, someone from Jamaica let me know, hey man, keep putting out these videos. I'm going to subscribe, and I 100% appreciate everybody that has. And always, please, if you can, hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, so then that way every time I drop a video, you'll be able to be right on it the same way I am. Now, today, I'm reacting to like a Big Sean Cribs kind of thing. If you ever seen like MTV Cribs back in the day, they used to go to like artists' house or different like famous people's houses, and they would like do a tour of like their houses, their cars, what's going on, even down to like the fridge. From what I've been told, like that show and MTV Cribs wasn't, I mean, and that show and Pimp My Ride actually weren't real. So this, I guess, is more like a real kind of situation. It's Architectural Digest, so I hardly believe that anybody would be faking it. But Big Sean, big artist in my opinion, definitely of the 2010s. In my opinion, I feel like the Mount Rushmore for the 2010s is Drake, obviously, Kendrick, Cole, and I would say Big Sean is the fourth. You guys come in the comment section and let me know if there's anybody else you feel like would be the fourth or even the fifth. In my opinion, I feel like Big Sean is like a no-brainer. He has hits on hits. I mean, he stuck around for this time. He just put an album out last year in August, Detroit 2. It wasn't my favorite album by him. I love Deep Reverence with Nipsey. I feel like that was like, man, like a god level of rap, in my opinion. And I feel like I wanted the album to be on that caliber. That was the first single. But everything that followed really didn't match for me. There's certain songs in there like Feed, 100% Love, Protect Your Heart. Oh, no. What's it? Is it Guard Your Heart? Guard Your Heart with Wale and Anderson .Paak. I love that song. But all of the whole thing, I feel like it wasn't 100% what I wanted, but I understand what he was trying to do, so I'm never gonna knock anybody. Plus, he still sold 100K first week, and he still won #1. But let's get right into the video. Like I said, it's going to be like a little cribs, like kind of walk through the houses and stuff. So let's get it right into it.
What's up, AD? I'm Big Sean. Welcome to my house. Let's go. Come on. And this is a no-shoe household. I do have on shoes, but my shoes have been cleaned, and it's my house. Seriously though, this house has been feng shui properly. Originally, this was Slash's house from Guns N' Roses, so it has a lot of history. The whole house used to be kind of like a darker gothic tone. I kind of brightened the whole thing up. This is a special art piece that I made for my song One Man Can Change the World with John Legend and Kanye. It's a song I wrote about my grandma, who was one of the first female black captains in World War II, one of the first female cops in Detroit, and the strongest person I ever met still to this day. So we got orchids. I was born year of the dragon as well, so we got the dragon right here, copper rings everywhere, just to enhance the energy. All right, so this is the living room where I come to get my sit on. The stone fireplace is one of my favorite parts of the house, actually. It's so solid and so grand, the grandeur. And also, this is a new addition. I actually just got this. This is malachite. I'm into the right stones and what they do and the functions of them all. So you'll see in place throughout the whole house. This is the stone of harmony, and as soon as you walk in the door, you get hit with that malachite energy too, Okay, so there's a few things that I kept from Slash, because he obviously was the previous owner. And this being one of them, it's like...
like a church window.
Yo, this is like a freaky door.
Honestly, this crib looked like something that him and Janae would definitely live in. I know that he just talked about the malachite stone. He's really been big into meditation, reading a lot. I think since I've been hearing about him talking about this since the album, but I decided he was talking about a lot of that stuff. Even different people that were in the studio with him, like Hitmaker was talking about how Big Sean put him on the different books and about protecting your energy and stuff like that. There's songs like Guard Your Heart. And at one point, Big Sean was going through a lot of mental stuff too, like, depression and stuff. He talks about it on his last album. That's why I love Deep Reverence, just because he talked about it and got so like personal about it, and he talked about the stuff he was going through. He had IG videos where he was talking about the things he was going through, and that's why I feel like Big Sean is definitely like one of the best artists, just because he's transparent about the stuff he goes through. He doesn't act like everything's perfect in life. But I feel like Janae is on that same kind of level where she talks about the stuff she goes through, especially in her music, but they are always trying to find their peace and always spread love to other people. They don't really have too much drama going on. You know what I mean? But they always try to be transparent as much as possible, even if they're like, they're not huge on social media. They do post a good amount, you know what I mean? They just don't really do like a lot of antics and stuff. But I feel like, man, they do the best they can to try to spread peace. I love their music together too. 2888 is a classic album, in my opinion. I feel like I want more music from them. But yeah, man, I feel like this is something that it feels like a vibe of what he talks about and what Janae talks about and what they give off.
Every down to like the color of the candles, the color of the pillows, I did all of this right, it's based on energy. And this is a comfortable spot. This is where we kick it at, So I have a funny story. My mom came to visit me last October, and she was like, well, I'm gonna stay till Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, it's kind of a long time. Stayed till Thanksgiving, then she stayed till Christmas. And then she was like, I think I'm gonna stay till your birthday. So I'm like, okay, my birthday is in March. So at the beginning of March, the pandemic starts. And she's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna stay here until this like whole thing blows over. So a year and like probably about a year and a half later, my mom is still here with me. You know what I'm saying? Staying at my house with me, and it's been beautiful. But I bring that up right now because this is like her favorite spot to chill at. Yeah, this is my mini grand piano. As you can see, I'm taking lessons. I'm at the very, very beginning. And the older I get, I see how connected everything really is musically. So I wanted to just expand on that. When I'm old, I want to be able to hop on the keys, sing a song, you know what I'm saying? Spit a verse, and probably even play the guitar too, so. This is the kitchen. This is probably bigger than the house I grew up in. All the cabinets are like no handles, just push to open.
That's dope.
I got 2 refrigerators because one, it is specifically for the drinks, 2 islands, double Viking oven. Do I use it?
That kitchen is huge.
Not really. It's not my forte though. I put this.
I feel like that's a benefit too. I mean, if your mom's living with you, she probably cooks often, even though you probably might have a chef or whatever. Another cool thing is the fact that he let his mom stay there. I know that he said he bought a house for her in Detroit. That was for her, his grandmom, and him. He would stay there when he is in Detroit, and she probably started to get lonely. I mean, everybody kind of wanted to even come closer during the pandemic anyway, so it was kind of good. He probably was happy to have her there during the pandemic anyway. But I mean, having that crib in Detroit by herself, you want to be around family. You know what I mean?
For window here, which up the whole house because this was like one of the structural beams of the house that you can't like mess with, and I ended up messing with it. Whole house because for window here, it's not my forte though. I put this for window here, which up the whole house because this was like one of the structural beams of the house that you can't like mess with, and I ended up messing with it. But we ended up figuring it out. The windows here, and it's worth it. It's a big, big picture window. The club, I should take you guys to the club. That's where we'll go. This is something that was already a part of the house, but I redid the whole thing. I kept a few things from Slash though. Welcome to the club.
That's low-key fire.
I didn't really change the design of it. It was kind of always like this, like all black everything. I got the exact same couches that he had in here before, but I just got new ones because I don't know what the he was doing down here. Kept the
Can't dap you out without hand sand. Sean out here with a germaphobe.
stripper pole, but it is completely sanitized. Like it is like basically brand new. DJ booth over here. I kept the skulls, classic slash skulls, Guns N' Roses. Insane.
Oh, I didn't know that. Guns N'
Now
Roses.
this is where I watch most of my stuff. Sopranos,
That's fire.
Star
That's a
Wars,
huge
Dragon Ball
theater.
Z, whatever. Come on. The gym. No games get played in here. This is like real work. Got Schwarzenegger in here for the motivation, you feel me? Terminator 2 Schwarzenegger at that. I'm not trying to like be a bodybuilder. I'm not about
I can't lie. You can't tell me that don't look real Cali style. You ever seen like the movies that be in like Compton? They be like working out on the lawn and stuff. This show feel just like that just because it's in the garage. Even though I mean it's a huge garage and most of the space he has, like he probably would have put it in the basement, but the club's down there. But it just give you real Cali vibes about being in the garage.
be in a Marvel movie, at least not yet. I just really wanted to be in the best shape of my life. It's pretty much all you need. You know, you can survive with just this for sure.
The house is huge.
This is where my
Got a
bed
living
is.
room
Nothing
upstairs.
special, you know what I mean? I'll show you guys the other part of my room though. This is another part where I spend a lot of time where I'm just relaxing. I definitely meditate in here. Like you see, I got more copper rings. Basically, all the copper rings do is just enhance the energy that you already have going on. I got my vision board up there. I'm like not playing no games, you know? This was a gift. One of the best gifts I got in the house. This is this massage chair. Actually, Janae got this for me. These aren't just all mirrors. I don't like have to look at myself that much. These are actually closets. And over here, I have like my t-shirt collection. Public Enemy. Let's see, do I got any? NWO.
His vintage his vintage tea game is crazy, bro. Cause I remember like I want to say early as I Decided era or 2088 area when and that was like really popular with people wearing like the old school tees. He definitely was coming out with them. I know F is and Frank. I think is out in Cali. I think so. If it's not, then I'm mistaken. But that's huge. He got like a huge
You
collection.
know
I
what I'm
remember seeing a
saying?
Selena shirt and a Leah shirt. It's a nice bathroom.
So this is the primary
Everything's
bathroom.
nice.
The bath is a good bath. I've only taken like probably like three or four baths ever since I've been here, but I'm more of a shower guy every day, you know? Toilets, the Japanese toilets.
Closets on closets.
I don't have all the clothes that I have in closet. A lot of it is in storage because it's just too much stuff, you know? But you can check some of these shoes out. I got some rare ones, Ken Griffey's. Good Jordan 1s. My most rare shoe that I have in here is, I don't know if you guys can see these, but these are the M&M Carhartt 4s. M sent these to me personally. I keep them like wrapped in plastic. Never really wear them ever.
They worth a bag though.
Looking for another pair. And if you got me, you know, let me know if you got me, you know, because I would love to rock them, but I'm not rocking just that one pair. These are like some of the classic pieces. I remember Hove gave me this Rockefeller piece.
Classic.
Yeah,
That's
Ye
the
gave
good
me
music.
my first chain, the
Good
Jesus piece,
music.
and I ended up losing it, and Cuddy gave me his, so that was really incredible. I still have that
I
one.
remember there was a video he put out because Sean used to do like these vlogs where he would just like either be on tour and stuff, or at one point he was like doing inspirational videos. He would just like put different clips that he would record, like while he was going through the process of like making Hall of Fame and stuff like that. And I remember him talking about. I remember there's a video. I think Cuddy gave him that on video, which was crazy. And they even have a song called First Chain when they talk about the Jesus piece they got from Good Music.
Cuddy being, you know, a cool guy like that. Really appreciated it. I love this section of the house. It's just kind of like a lounge area. I got some books right here that I really like though. People I admire. Of course, Aretha, of course, Michael, Sammy Davis. I actually have a book about rap tees, and a lot of the t-shirts I have are in this book. And a lot of the books that changed my life too are right here, from 7 Spiritual Laws of Success to Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is one of the books I read that right after high school, when I was trying to really do this music thing like 100%, and I took a leap of faith and didn't go to school. I didn't go to college, you know, and I was like set up to go to college. I had a scholarship and everything. This was one of the books I read that really changed my whole mindset and really helped me manifest a record deal with my favorite artists. The Four Agreements is another great one.
See, like, if you don't know, like, I think he told this story multiple times for people that don't know. I feel like what he said was he was in high school, about to graduate. Big Sean used to freestyle on the radio in Detroit. He was called and said that Kanye was going to be at the radio station. He finessed his way in, rap for Kanye on his way out. Kanye told him he would sign him, but obviously those things take a long time. Like, whenever you get signed by an artist or by a label, from what I've read and what I've watched in interviews and everything, it takes a while. So he graduated from college. He had a full scholarship to Michigan State. He forfeited that, waited to get signed. I remember even 2008 just seeing Big Sean on different things and Big Kanye talking about him and stuff like that. Him dropping the mixtapes, Finally Famous Part 1, Part 2, you know, Big Sean. And him like really grinding, man, for a long time. Finally Famous Part 3 is probably when he first like really started blowing up. And he was going on tour, like mad college tours with Wale and Wiz Khalifa. Him and Wiz Khalifa was mad tight back then. And then My Last popped off. And then from there, man, he just kept going up. Like, it's crazy. And like I said, the books, like Hitmaker talked about it. People always talk about how Big Sean would put them on the books about the stuff he goes through. He talks about in his interviews about things that kind of help him strengthen his mindset, get through depression, get through anxiety, stuff like that.
I have a whole lot of plaques, but these are some of the most important ones, and they're kind of a little outdated. Some of them, like I don't know.
His first album,
F with you. That's platinum. Like it says 4 times, but that's like 6 or 7 times platinum now. My first album holds a special place in my heart for sure, just because that was just a whole new level for me, you know. And that was the first time I went from like being a mixtape artist to, you know, feeling legitimate and having my first shot. For real on a commercial level too, you know? So I always appreciate that one. This is the office. We have a lot of board meetings in here, do a lot of good business in here. One of my favorite parts of here that I specifically put in the office, because we do a lot of business here, is the wealth ship. Now, this is a wealth ship that is supposed to, for me personally, be sailing south. That's my success direction. That means a lot of wealth coming to me. Right here is my favorite part of the house, and it's the recording studio. I think this originally was like a big bedroom, but I soundproofed the whole room and made it into the studio. I needed to be elevated. You know what I'm saying? I needed to have a view while I work, and the energy just felt totally right in here, so I blessed it. Actually, my last few albums have been produced in home. So Dark Sky Paradise, I Decided, Detroit 2, like all of those have been like produced at my house mainly. When I'm on the mic, I can see, if I look to the left, I can see the building of my very first apartment from when I moved out my mom's house from Detroit. Like, we finally here, because I remember looking out of the window of my apartment into the hills and being like, I gotta get a house in the hills one day. Like, I gotta get there. And sometimes it really, really is one of the most surreal moments to realize that I'm actually here. You know, I've gotten a little bit of happiness from my pursuit of happiness. A lot of people don't even get a chance to ever see their dreams turn real, and I for sure have very blessed. Thank you guys. This actually, when I got here, was a big skate ramp, which I actually do like skating. I'm not that good at it, but I just took it out and made the whole area grass right here. Saltwater pool, got the grill going, you know? Nah, we rarely use this grill, but when we do use it, it goes crazy, it goes down. Come out here, put a nice little playlist on and enjoy. Some of the most beautiful wild roses. I definitely like to wake up, smell the flowers. There we go. This is the orange tree. We picked a lot of the oranges, but you can see it's some back here. This is fresh mint. I for sure have come back here to meditate sometimes, just to feel that vibe of a nice garden, be surrounded by green on all sides of me, and it works out. Hey, so it's been a beautiful time. Thank you guys for coming to see my house and going through all the details with me. I actually got a studio session in a few minutes, so unfortunately this is where our journey ends, but God bless you, take care. I'll see you guys soon. AD, I appreciate you guys. All right, love. Peace.
All right, man, that's the video. I wish he would have did his jewelry. Maybe I think he did it on, maybe he possibly did it on GQ. Maybe I'll do that video as well. But that's the video, y'all. I definitely appreciate anybody that has watched the whole video with me. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop these videos. As always, I appreciate the love I've been getting. Like, I've got the most views than I ever got in a video yesterday, so I'm gonna keep dropping consistently for you guys. I ask that you give me feedback, give me critiques, let me know what videos you want me to react to, and I just keep sending them out to y'all, make sure I'm putting out the content consistently. Thank you. Have a good night.